My name is Mike Sullivan. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. I'm a national expert in IRS resolution matters, especially payroll tax debt. I have worked thousands of cases. I've been doing this since 1973. I worked for IRS over a decade, and I don't know how many thousand cases I worked for IRS. And I'm here today to talk to you about your payroll tax debt problem and how IRS is going to work with that. Most of my YouTubes are very educational. I don't just spill out and tell you how good I am. Even though I am a national expert, I'm probably one of the best people you can get to represent you in your IRS problem. But today, like I said, it's just more informational. I love to do YouTubes. I love to educate people. I never used to like to do this, but now me and my M&M man give you a thumbs up. So let me talk to you today about the IRS debt resolution matters. As a former IRS agent, I can tell you the number one tax as a revenue officer I had to collect. I had to get reports on. I had to fill out monthly reports is IRS payroll tax debt. It's a serious debt because it's not a debt. It's not a tax. It's money you have held as the employer in trust. So IRS's management and everyone is going to go after this really hard because at the end of the year you went ahead and issued W-2s and that money wasn't collected, so the IRS is going to go after the company for this. By the way, they're going to go after you personally if you're a responsible person. It's called a 6672 penalty or the trust fund recovery penalty. So if you're a corporate officer, you're responsible to pay this debt, you're going to find at the end of this case, IRS is going to go after you for the money. And so if that's an issue, you better call me. At least I'll tell you what's going on, or call your professional who should know what's going on. So let me tell you how I would work a debt case if I go out to your business. I know more about you than you think. I have all sorts of searches I've done. I've probably conducted 15 searches. I know more about you than you think going out to your company. I know UCCs, what your cars are, what you've done, what your real estate are. I have a good idea what your financials are. I've looked at your tax returns. So I have a really good idea who I'm going out to talk to. Not that it's a bad, but you don't want to lie, in fact, to IRS. The first thing I'm going to make sure, and I want you to make sure you do this, is file all your tax returns. All your tax returns need to be filed and up to date, or IRS isn't going to work with you. They're going to come out and probably wreak havoc because you're not being honest to file your returns. So number one, file all your tax returns. Your 941s, 940s, 1120s, make sure they're all on record. IRS will be very happy, and they're probably going to want to work with you to make if they know your returns are all filed. Second, make sure you're current on tax deposits. If I'm contacting you in May 2022, at least have your monthly or quarterly deposit ready for May, or monthly for May. You may not be able to catch up on everything. Show IRS that you're willing to stay current, because IRS wants to compress the case. They want to make sure all tax returns are filed. They're going to want to make sure, beside all returns are filed, you're current. And now they just have a back box to work on. The next thing IRS is going to do is they're going to want 2 financial statements on you. They're going to want you should be writing these down, a 433B. Stop the video if you have to. That's the business financial statement. A 433A, that is your financial statement. IRS wants to know where the money is, where the money went, and they're going to be interested in 2 things. They're going to be interested in your asset base, your receivable, and they're going to be interested in your income and expenses. So you're going to want to have those 2 forms ready to go, and more than anything, they want to have an exit strategy. What do you want to do to go ahead and pay the tax? So when I'd come out, most people would say, well, I don't know what I want to do. The fact is, most people can't pay the tax. IRS can accept an offer in compromise. They can put you in hardship. They can do whatever they want to do, but it's all based on your current financial statement. The reason you want to hire someone who knows what they're doing is they're going to prepare that financial statement to show you in the light that you need to be shown to IRS. If they're small cases and you have nothing, go ahead and represent yourself. If you owe over $50,000, $60,000, you would be a fool to represent yourself in this matter, because you'll never make yourself look good. Attorney with Internal Revenue Service present the 433A and B in your best light and go ahead and work out a situation where you can continue to stay in business if you choose to do that. Let me just give you a word of caution. Remember that IRS is going to go after you personally for the money if the business in fact does not pay that. They're going to use IRS Code Section 6672, the trust fund recovery penalty, so they're going to try to collect it from the company and you both, and you better do best to have an appeal so IRS can't go after you to collect the money. So IRS payroll tax debt, it's a comprehensive investigation. IRS is looking for their money. They're going to expect it to be paid, but more importantly, you can slide in and out of this as long as you're current and at least you're starting to make tax deposits. And this exit strategy is big. What are you going to do at the end of the day? Do you really need to go out of business? Do you need to stay in business? And are all the penalties and interest going to kill you? You need to have a good advisor to come in and talk to you about whether you should stay in business or not. Anyway, I've given you all that I can. I am a former agent. I'm a national expert here. You're welcome to give me a call for a free consultation. We can represent you. Go to your own CPA. Let him do that. Please get represented more than anything. By the way, I try to pull back the curtain and give you everything I can. Please leave me a subscription. It's not that I crave them. YouTube craves my subscriptions because it moves me up. Me and my M&M man would appreciate that. You're welcome to call me, leave me a comment, leave me a like. Subscriptions are big. Happy hunting. Remember, stay current more than anything. Make sure all your returns are filed. Thank you.